up, everyone? It's August 18th. We had a little bit of technical difficulties in the background. So if you did join for this mock draft that we were going to do, I'm still going to do it, but we did jump into one of the public drafts. Without further ado, I'll bring on, producer Ryan can come on first. Why not? Come on out, Ryan.
Hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. So if people from that we had added for the original mock draft, Steph will make it up to you and do the original mock draft that we at 2:00. Yeah, but that's
now I'm
besides the point.
drafting all day long, which is totally fine. But let's bring in our two guests. First, we'll bring in Dan Titus, fantasy and betting analyst at Yahoo Sports. How's it going, Titus?
Going great, Smalls. Thank you for having me, and congratulations on the show. My boy McKee, great to see you as always, and love the intro and also the design of it, man. You guys are coming a long way very fast, so this is going to be dope. Happy to mock.
Appreciate it. And not only Titus, we also have Munaf Manji. Hopefully I didn't mess it up with Sports Gambling Podcast. How's it going?
Doing well. I guess a reunion here with Titus and McKee here. But hey, first show with you, Smalls. Great to be here. And I also say this is my first anything fantasy happening. So I think I saved with the best crew here.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Right. I don't know if you even want to share your screen for the draft because we could probably do that. But we join.
Yes.
It starts in 2 minutes. Have you guys been drafting a lot? Do you mock draft? Titus?
I've been mocking like crazy. So between this, I actually just got off of a fantasy basketball mock draft, which is way, 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 way too early to be doing anything basketball. But I've done probably like at least 10 fantasy football mocks across different leagues like Dynasty and Redraft and a little bit of best ball, but not too much. It's a little bit too much of D-Gen for me. But shout out to Kramer. Is he still in the midst of his 24-hour marathon here?
It's coming up on the end.
We got 45 minutes left.
All right, nice.
Yeah, wow. Steph, you jumped in with Kramer last night.
I did after a rehearsal dinner. So that was interesting without saying too much there. Was able to show, I sent Kramer today the picture of, my one neighbor that's all the way down the street that has the Detroit Lions next Super Bowl champs mailbox. And I guess I never looked at it close enough, but then they have a little side thing and it says, please win. I was laughing so hard when I saw that at the bottom of it. So Detroit, Michigan, they're very excited for their lives.
That's some nice optimism there. Detroit to the Super Bowl. I mean, they're going to be better, but hey, man, it's Detroit.
Yeah, they were smart about it. They didn't put a date on it.
Do you think they're winning next? Do you think they're winning the division?
They could. They definitely could. I mean, I think it's going to be them and the Bears. I don't know that I believe in the Packers yet. What about you, Munaf?
I don't know about it's already counting out the Vikings. I know they were lucky last year in like one-score games, but I mean, you still have Kirk Cousins, who's a great regular season quarterback. You still have one of the best wide receivers in Justin Jefferson. I know they lost Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, but I mean, I still like the Vikings there. I'm optimistic on the Bears as well. I know the market is a little bullish on them, but I still like the Vikings, especially at plus money for them to repeat as champs.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Here's why they won't. Kirk Cousins in primetime games, guys. Sorry.
Primetime Kirk.
Primetime Kirk.
Well, I think Flores going there is going to make a bigger difference than people realize. And they have a lot of young pieces on that defense, and he kind of gets to mold them the way that he wants. So people are counting them out a little too early. I think that they're still going to be fantastic. And I think Addison only helps Jefferson. I know people are kind of nervous, but it should take a little attention off of him.
Is that Stephie's sleeper? Is that Daddy? Is Addison one of them? Has he made the list?
I'm actually a little bit higher on Quentin Johnson than I am Jordan Addison. I just like the path there a little bit. The draft has started. I'm at the 5th spot. Where are you? You're the second.
I'm at the number 2 spot.
Munaf is 8, and then it's cut off at the bottom. So I don't know where you are.
Yeah, I'm bringing out the 12th pick in the draft.
Do you guys normally draft quarterbacks early? I guess I shouldn't be asking your strategy, but I'm going to. This is my show.
I'll spend up for the right guy.
Mm-hmm.
This guy. Otherwise, I'll wait usually.
Okay. What about you, Munaf?
Same. I usually wait for quarterbacks.
Yeah, I usually do too, and I took Burrow in like the 5th the other day, and I didn't feel great about it. Not that I shouldn't, but I usually wait till the end.
What's your thoughts on Burrow? You're not concerned about the calf injury? Think that maybe his ADP's fallen a little bit because of it, and 5th round is probably the right spot to get him?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the Bengals start slow normally. So if part of that slowness this year is because of the injury, instead, like I think he's going to be fine fantasy wise, but people overreact, I think, a little bit to injuries around this time.
For sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. Did anyone draft yet? Oh, it's starting soon.
No, it's starting in 1 minute.
All over the place here with Yahoo. I'm like, what is going on here? What is happening? Where are you guys at with JJ and Jamar? Are you picking one over the other? Are you still on JJ 101?
He's my one.
I'm going. Yeah. JJ.
It's got to be.
I played his over for his like season long player props 1,400 already.
Oh yeah. I was on it last year too. That number went way over.
I think his rookie year he had 1,400 exactly, and then the last 2 seasons I think it was 1,800 plus.
Yeah.
So
people hate Kirk, but he's no matter what Kirk is, you know what you're going to get with Kirk. He's I like targeting him at the end of drafts. We'll see. He always finishes. He's like QB 13, QB 10, QB 6, QB 13. Like it's all within the same realm.
Yeah, all those. I feel like all those guys that are going late in the drafts, like Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Daniel Jones. I wouldn't go Derek Carr, but like I feel like all those guys could be QB1s. Very.
You think Daniel Jones could be a QB1? I heard that, right?
I mean, in certain weeks for sure. Like Abel's a great coach. Proved him already. Like he's not a great coach.
No, you said certain weeks for DJ.
Oh, certain weeks. Yeah, not. I'm not saying mortgage your house on this one, but I think he's a nice late round pick if you're looking for someone cheap to just get you through the season.
All right, crazy update. I took Jamar Chase over JJ for the number 2 spot. Christian McCaffrey went first. I like Chase this year. Like, how often does a wide receiver 1 go back-to-back years where they are first overall? I think it's very rare. Just like with everybody went JJ last year over Cooper Kupp after Cooper Kupp had his crazy season. I think Chase is up for a huge breakout.
I'm still going JJ.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're the experts. I'm just a producer.
He retires at this point, honestly. But
it's a good point though, McKee, though, because I mean you very seldom get, I mean, since the days of like Randy Moss and Antonio Brown, you're not really getting the consistency at the position. So this could be Chase's year to take over JJ. We'll see.
So I'll ask, if it wasn't one of those 2 guys, who do you think has the best upside to dethrone JJ?
Tyreek.
Yeah. Tyreek said I'm gonna have a 2,000-yard season, didn't he?
Nah, he did say that. Yeah. I think that's Tua contingent, but yeah, he could.
Yeah, that's true.
He was definitely on the path for it. What do you have, like 1,700 last year? So
we just want to keep Tua upright and his head padded and safe.
Oh, that's a good
one.
All right,
you got Kelsey, Bijan, and CeeDee Lamb off the board.
Sorry, how do I get? Oh, I'm back to players. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, on the screen. All right, there we go. Wait, who did you draft, Munaf?
I took Kelsey.
I was just gonna ask.
Wow, Mahomes going in the first round. Okay.
All right. We got some characters in the draft, obviously.
All right, and now Dan's up for the turn.
We're gonna go here. Turn. What does everyone hate? Everyone hates Saquon. I see.
I definitely hate.
Don't break into tears.
He was healthy last year, right?
AJ Brown. What's your team again there, Jay?
No bias whatsoever.
No, never. And then
you went Diggs, Brown. All right, that seems like good value.
Okay. So do you like to take first and then like fill in afterwards?
Yeah, so I was really debating taking Tony Pollard there. I haven't really gotten him a lot on the turn, but I feel like he's gonna have a great season. But I don't know, man. The wide receivers, I just can't pass up.
Right.
The choice of Diggs, Diggs, AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, like all those guys, like I feel like I'm most likely going double wide receiver if I got a turn.
Fell right into my lap.
Ooh, and Munaf went to Pollard. Yeah,
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta reach up a little bit for Pollard if you want him, man. He's not gonna be there by the mid picks.
I almost said Moonard, like combining Munaf and Pollard when I said that. Moonard, that's gonna be a new name for you, Moonard.
That's my new nickname.
My high school basketball coach would combine my first name and my last name. He would call me Moonjai.
Moonjai.
I'm very happy that Garrett Wilson just fell to me.
That's huge.
Perfectly fine with starting off with Tyreek and Garrett Wilson. Totally that.
How are we feeling about Josh Jacobs? Just went off the board. How are you feeling about him? Do you guys have any shares?
I love Josh.
I have a lot in best ball.
I'm starting to get nervous, kind of. What if he doesn't play? He feels like the type of guy that would do that.
Yeah,
he's been bad.
Right?
What was that?
Especially coming off the season that he had.
Yeah. I feel like I stopped drafting. I don't do that much best ball, but I have found myself pivoting when I get to that point.
Ooh, they flying.
I was going to say, oh my gosh, fast. All right. Ryan, who's on your team so far? Let's go around.
I have Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle. I took them 1 and 2. I feel like that's a great wide receiver core to start with. And then I put Najee Harris as my first running back. Then Munaf, who do you have so far?
I have Pollard and I have Kelsey.
Yum.
Pollard and Kelsey. All right, great start. Steph, you have Tyreek and Garrett Wilson. That's a killer wide receiver core to start with.
Combo.
Oh, Mixon just went. I was going to say, when is he going to come off the board? I will do something somewhat spicy and stay on brand here. How do I hit draft?
All right, here she goes. Spicy stuff.
Oh, that is spicy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I have to do it to him.
I was hoping that would be my turn on the 4th there. Damn it.
Yeah.
And Devontae. Shit.
I struggle with Brees Hall a little bit.
Munaf, you have Pollard, Kelsey. DK Metcalf.
I have to. I needed a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Not excited about that pick, though, you sound.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping in the second round that Devontae Adams would have been there on the turn, but he got taken in the first round. Or I think it was the second round.
Hey, Titus, your turn is coming up. Who are you looking at?
Man, those running backs are looking thin, but
it gets gross.
There's a guy on my list here that I gotta get him. I'm eyeing Calvin Ridley. We'll see what this guy does. He did not go Calvin Ridley, so I will do.
You went Cooper.
And then I'm gonna follow that up with. Oh
Damian
man,
Pierce.
I got a choice of Josh Allen and Lamar.
Oh.
I feel like I gotta go Josh Allen there.
Yeah, especially
he's the top here. Got the stack with Stephon Diggs. Not mad at that.
Where are you at with Brees Hall? Because he's still sitting there on the board.
Nowhere close with him, man. Like that. I mean, he could be a guy that emerges late in the season, but like I don't in the draft. I don't know that I'm gonna risk it, especially when they got Dalvin now. I feel like all signs are pointing that they're just gonna bring him along slowly.
Damn it!
I'm not interested in.
Oh, you just got sniped, huh?
Yeah.
Lamar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, pick before too.
Shit. I gotta be a homer.
Do it. Very nice.
Oh, going Pierce. All right.
How worried are you about Singletary eating into his workload there?
I'm really not. For everything that I've heard, that obviously Damian Pierce is going to be the feature back. I mean, last season he had I think close to 900 and I think it was 939 exactly in 13 games last year, and he was top 5 in yards after contact. He was up there with like Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Saquon was on that list as well. So if he plays 16 set or a full season, I mean, this is a guy that can get you 1,500 yards on the ground, and especially with a rookie quarterback too.
Definitely gonna lean on the run for sure.
I feel like there's not that many Houston fans, and it's so nice when you finally get to meet one. It's like one of those cases where it's like, oh, there's Texans fans.
They all went into hiding after the Deshaun Watson debacle.
Weird story. When I was in high school, one of the first jerseys I ever purchased for myself was, or it wasn't a jersey actually, it was a hat. I purchased their first hat because I thought that their logo was dope. Back in my fitted days. Actually, matter of fact, I might have had a David Carr jersey. I might have. I really might have. Just because of the colorway. It was so dope. And then their team was just trash for so long. But
you mean since we've been founded, we've been ass.
Yeah. Outside of Deshaun. Yeah, Deshaun, you got a couple years. Yeah, D-Hop. D-Hop was and JJ. JJ's a Hall of Famer. So you definitely have some pieces in there.
I needed a second running back, and I went with Dobbins over Breece Hall. What do you think about that?
I like Dobbins.
I like that. Yeah,
I like it.
There's good value on him. Around this time, some of the running backs, they just fly up the board, but I keep being like, you can draft him pretty late for where his upside is.
And I just went Kenneth Walker over Cam Akers just because I like the hype coming out of Seahawks camp right now.
I don't like this part of the board at all.
Oh, the James Conner part. Oh, yeah, he just went. RBs are really thinning. Damn.
All right, Steph, you're coming up. You had taken Hawkinson as your tight end with your last pick.
Did.
Big Hawk.
Want nothing to do with some of these guys here. Oh, geez, this is gross. Akers, Madison, London, AU. What the hell? I don't even want any of these guys, but I'll go AU. I don't have a lot of him, so switch it up a little bit. Not really excited about that pick. I actually can't.
I like Ayuk. I think he's I don't know. I'd rather have him than Debo, in terms of value.
God, this is ugly.
It gets gross. This is the worst part of so on the board, Sanders, Madison, London, Kittle.
All right, Munaf's up.
Oh my God.
You have Metcalf, Pollard, Pierce, Kelsey. Are you going for another wide receiver here?
Yeah, I think I got to go London.
Drake.
I was right there. God.
Drake?
Big Dog Balls is up. Whoever he is.
Big Dog Balls 8.
Big Dog Balls 8.
Yeah. 7 of those.
That means there's 7 other Big Dog Balls. Yeah.
I think it's who are you looking at here, Titus, at the turn?
It's probably unless someone auto drafts, I'm probably gonna end up with Miles. Up there it goes. Oh God, this is gonna be gross. James Cook is my RB1. Nah, I'm too Buffalo.
That's heavy. Yeah, you got a lot of Buffalo going on over there.
Rashad White, RB1. That's definitely a first. That is a first. Yeah. All right. Well, if that's the case, I might as well just keep on drafting wide receivers. At this point.
Honestly,
no RBs. No RBs.
It is the way.
Yeah. Jeez.
Actually, I'm gonna do something different. That's for you, Steph.
Calvin Ridley. Wow.
Right. Look at you taking Waller.
I do like him.
That's good value, though. Honestly, because his upside is so high.
I like him over the rest of those guys there.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Yeah,
I'll
right.
roll with it.
Because what even tight ends are?
All right, you can take your first running back yet?
Dude. Yeah, I don't like it. It's all
Everybody
right.
besides Vikings fans has the same reaction when they take Matt.
What's your thoughts on that? Do you like Madison since you're high on the Vikes?
Yeah, I mean, he showed a lot of flash last year as well, right? I mean, I think the upside is definitely there with him. I think he'll be involved in the passing game as well.
Yeah. He's going to be very boom or bust every week. It's going to be either an all-star week or I took his under on rushing yards, honestly, but I don't think that doesn't mean he can't have a solid season.
Yeah, he's just always been kind of regular, even when he was spelling Dalvin Cook. I feel like, he's serviceable, but I feel like he's going around where I would expect him to perform. I'm not going to reach for him by any means, but if he falls, cool, I'll take him.
Yeah.
Oh, I
He's
hate
Zimmer's
this.
guy too, so we'll see how that goes.
Munaf, you don't have a quarterback or a
Yeah,
flex
I
yet?
had to at this point.
Joe Burrow.
Oh, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
I
I like
have to.
that.
That's
right
good.
there.
That's
Yeah.
round 6 for Burrow.
That's
That
nice.
sounds right.
I think I reached for him the other day, but I never took a quarterback, and I wanted to participate in the party of taking one early. Yeah, it's not bad.
I still wait on quarterback a lot of the time. I know it's old school, but
I mean, last year I won a league with Sam Howell, Jimmy G, and Baker Mayfield as my quarterbacks.
Wow. How is that even
It
possible?
was a 14 team, so
Okay.
that's part of it. But I just once you punt for too long in a 14 team, I was like, there's no option. I'm just gonna go for it and just pick up like a bunch of like strays at the end there.
Jared Goff was a
Nice.
really valuable stray last year.
Yeah.
Gino too. Gino wasn't drafted on most teams.
Yeah.
and Steph, you just took Cook.
I
Nice.
did just take Cook. I actually I feel like there's a little bit more safety there since I had.
Oh, you got Jameer and James Cook. I like that.
This team is not going as. I don't normally draft from the 5. I'm usually all the way at the end.
I'm almost wondering if what's your preferred draft spot? Because I actually think that the middle might be pretty nice.
I'm noticing this year, I feel like it's better to be more towards the middle. Like I used to really like drafting from the 11 or the 12, but this year it gets really gross when it comes back around that 5th, 6th round.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, what are you looking at here? I can't even see.
I just took Godwin because I do like he's coming back. I feel like he's gonna be healthier this year. I think he's been underrated, and so now I'm looking at getting a quarterback with Trevor Lawrence.
Nice. That's a good weight.
Good value.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be back up here, huh?
Oh, Daniel
Dan
Jones is
Jones.
off the board.
Oh, that's rude. I was hoping.
Steph, you're up.
QB's going.
Oh man. Shit. This is like a league winner situation. This is but I think that towards the end of the season.
Hollywood?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Like Hollywood.
Everyone's so down.
I like it as a Cards fan. I like it.
Yeah. They're gonna be that shitty team that ends up being good for fantasy, I think.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna be throwing the ball, man. Because
Yeah.
I don't know, especially if James Conner gets hurt, which I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in James Conner. I know people love his touchdowns, but touchdowns aren't sticky. So I don't know.
He's gonna be running right into the line so many times. He's gonna get hurt. I hate to predict. I hate to predict an injury, but
we don't predict injuries on this show.
Sorry, you're right. My bad. But it's my own team, so can I predict an injury for my own team?
I feel like that's even worse.
Yeah,
choices, Munaf. Choices. Where we go?
God, this is ugly. I think I'm gonna go. It was between White or Herbert. But I'm gonna go with White.
Oh, you bastard!
I almost took him, but I didn't do it. I didn't have big enough.
Fuck me. That hurt.
Munaf, where are you at with
and John
Commanders in general?
With who? I'm sorry.
With the Commanders.
I'm really down on them this year.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a transition year, right? I think eventually Eric Bieniemy is going to take over.
Yep.
As a head coach for the Commanders, and I think they'll find a way to push out Ron Rivera. And there's reports circulating that players weren't really responding to Bieniemy's offense or the way he, I guess, teaches his offense or whatever. And Ron Rivera's like, "Oh, just go talk to him and see what it's all about." But I'm not high on Sam Howell. I think a lot of people are, but I don't think that he's the guy for the Commanders for the upcoming year. Or at least for the future.
I feel like I've been saying very similar things about the Commanders. If I'm the Commanders, kind of just wash your hands clean of everything. If the season doesn't start the way you want, look towards the draft. Rivera, they probably won't fire him in season, but they'll respect him to do it toward, after the season's done. What about you, Titus? I know you're drafting now, but you want Addison, huh? Okay.
Oh God, this panicking. The Commanders, I feel like the Commanders are going to be pretty much what they always are. They'll sneak out some divisional wins, but they're going to be, middle of the pack, not really make that much of an impact. I do like Terry McLaurin, though, like Beast. Jahan Dotson, I think, is going to have a great season. I like Antonio Gibson as a late round running back to scoop that could be an RB2, definitely a playable flex for sure. But outside of that, I don't know where this Sam Howell, I don't know if he's getting hype necessarily, but I don't know. He doesn't seem like a draftable quarterback to me. Not that I've seen. He's got some wheels, but so did Ryan Fitzpatrick. So I'm like, I'm good.
All right, Munaf just took Jackson and with a sigh.
He didn't sound happy.
Yeah, this sport is getting ugly.
It's really good.
You took Njigba?
Yeah, I wanted to get George Pickens, but I didn't want to reach him when I took White.
Come back to you.
Yeah, he didn't come back.
Gosh, it's getting gross out here.
Yeah, I was hoping I could get Khalil Herbert. He went right before me. I think that dude's going to be a beast.
God.
Steph, you still don't have a quarterback, and now you're drafting.
I know.
Which way?
I know. I got to do it for the stack, don't I? Gross. I don't.
Tua.
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah.
I had to. How could I not? I didn't have an option.
He was QB6 weeks 5 through week, I think it was through week 8 last year or something like that before he got his first injury.
That O-line makes me nervous though.
But he's been doing jujitsu now, so he learned how to roll, and you know what I mean.
Also, he beefed up. He's got so much muscle. He doesn't even look the same.
Yeah, no, he looks like he definitely got stronger, which he certainly needed to do. But I mean, at this late, I feel like Tua, Kirk Cousins, they're all the same. Aaron Rodgers, you should might as well just, if you're gonna wait, you're definitely gonna get at least a startable quarterback.
Right, 100%. Oh man, this is Elijah Moore just went.
Where are you guys at with Christian Watson this year?
I'm very torn. Did he go off the board? Is he still there? When did he go?
No, he went early. I was
considering
him early. Yeah, he went really early.
I feel like he should be solid. I just don't know. I don't know. I haven't really paid too much attention to Packers camp and how Jordan Love's progressing, but I feel like he should be the wide receiver 1 just based off what we saw last year. Big playability, doesn't need a lot of target share, but still gets that crazy yak. Feel like he'll definitely be solid, wide receiver 2 range. I'd be comfortable with it.
I'm biting on I did it.
Spicy.
I ran out of time. The clock was ticking, and I went Gamewell, and that's totally against everything I've been saying on the show for the past week. So.
Oh shit! I'm almost on the clock.
So you are definitely plugged into the know, Smalls. If you're taking Kenneth Gainwell in the 9th round,
I don't know why I did that. I panicked. I ran out of time on that.
You think he's going to be RB1?
No,
their RB1.
I think it's going to be I think that backfield is going to be a disaster to try to predict.
It is. Yeah,
you're never gonna know when to start him, kind of deal.
Yeah,
I'll just start him against the Giants if it. Whatever. I know he'll do good against them. It's fine.
Munaf's almost up. Sandman is on the clock. Whoever that is.
Enter Sandman.
Just took defense again. It's lovely.
Munaf. All right. There's Munaf's team on the screen.
For being randoms, they're actually drafting our this seems like a pretty outside of that last defensive guy that just went in the 9th round, but I feel like they've been taking good picks for the most part.
Yeah. Well, somebody took Justin Tucker at 99th overall.
I missed the kicker going in the 9th.
Oh, this is such a panic pick.
Oh, you went with Rashad Penny. Okay.
Yeah.
You panicked like I did. You did that. Yeah. You took the other.
So with the Eagle panicking.
I wanted to take Zach Charbonnet, but
so did I. But I already have Gibbs, and I felt like that was stupid to do.
I think I might.
Titus on the clock.
Oh, I'll do it. Thanks, guys.
No, you're welcome.
There he is. All right.
And
that's for sniping White from you.
Yeah. Right. This one's pretty much just a guess.
Yeah, do it. Anthony Richardson, take him.
Oh, I definitely want to, but if I didn't have Josh Allen, I probably would.
Why is Gabe Davis falling?
Good question.
Shh.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He won't be falling much longer.
God.
Oh shit! You got sniped.
I did. It wasn't somebody on our stream. It was not my fault.
We must have spies in the chat.
You got sniped.
Oh yeah, this is a 1,000-yard receiver this year. I got to go Homer again.
Oh,
Jordan,
there he is.
Jordan, who's in the draft that we were originally going to do, said, so when we panic, we are supposed to pick an Eagles running back. Exactly what we do.
Because we see Dan's hat and we're like, I guess I gotta go Eagles.
Also, going back to the Washington point, they're also in the NFC East, right? Like all three teams are like way better than the Commanders are.
Who do you have winning the division?
It has to be the Eagles, man. I mean, for the amount of talent they have on the team, I think I'm like, this is the one year I'm actually high on the Cowboys. But I think it's the Eagles, man. They just have way too much talent. I think, again, Jalen Hurts is probably going to have another MVP caliber year for the Eagles.
I agree. I agree.
But no one has run it back in like 20 years. So maybe
that's true too.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the hesitancy that I do have. So it's like, are the Giants stepping up? Like, I don't know. They got a ton of slot receivers.
I do completely unbiased think that the Giants are going to be once again a little bit better than people think.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't get. I mean, they played fine last year, but I don't see them getting worse.
I didn't have a tight end yet, so I went with Chiggy, just so I can go. Chiggy, Chiggy, Chiggy. Can't you see? Sometimes he moves hypnotize me.
Chiggy, do you love me? Are you riding?
Oh, I like that one. We got to cut that out and make it part of the intro.
There you go. I've also got, and this makes me sound so old and lame, is getting chiggy with it. Da, 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 da. Oh, I did that once on a stream with Steph, and she gave me the same look she just gave me, which was just hatred and confusion.
Getting chiggy with it.
Gosh, do you guys look at bye weeks at all when you draft? Because I sure as shit was not doing that.
I mean, apparently whoever's playing me in week 13 is gonna.
I have 4 guys that are on bye week 7.
Oh man.
Okay.
Dan, what's your thoughts on the running back group for the Falcons?
Like, is Tyler Algier actually gonna be a thing, or like,
or is it like they're gonna move Patterson over to a receiver now and let Bijan do his thing?
Yeah, I feel like Bijan's going to command most of the workload. Like, I think when you spend that type of draft capital and just with his prowess, like, I don't know, he was like a freak in college. So I feel like they're just going to – Arthur Smith loves to run the ball. Like, I feel like that's what they're going to do, especially hiding Desmond Ridder, which we don't know how he's going to progress in his second year. I think he's going to be better. But that division, that's actually one of the reasons why I really like Bijan, is because that division is garbage. So he should be able to feast, especially with such a run-heavy approach. Like, I feel like he's definitely going to be the RB to get. But then I feel like Tyler Algier makes for a good late-round pick just in case Bijan gets hurt, just because of the style of the offense.
Munaf on the clock.
His
team's on the screen here. He took Nico in the last round.
I love it.
I like Nico.
I do too.
You know what? I'm gonna.
And he predicted he's gonna be a 1,000-yard receiver.
Oh, he went with Richardson.
I almost did it.
No, I took Kincaid.
Oh, you were Kincaid. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good pick. A very good pick.
All right. Dan,
I feel like if you like the Falcons, you might as well just bet Arthur Smith for Coach of the Year.
I agree.
Yeah.
I also think the Texans are going to win more games than people think. I know I'm like a weirdly higher on them than everyone else.
Don't do it.
I know I'm going to get
Don't do it.
I don't care. I'm doing it.
This is an interesting area for running back.
Do it. Take Zeke.
Okay.
I think I like.
Oh, you just took Elijah Mitchell and
Big
Tank.
Yeah,
Tank.
I like that.
Tank. Roshan.
Oh God, I'm up again.
It happens
Are
so
there any
fast.
sleepers you're targeting here at this late?
I think I'm deciding between either if it's Jeff Wilson or Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, that's tricky. That's like an Eagle situation. It's like Mostert always gets hurt. But then Jeff Wilson, like,
I'll just take Wilson, man.
Oh shit, I'm up. Happened fast. I mean, look.
Man, we're in the trenches now.
Yeah,
I know what I'll do. I'm just gonna lock up. I never do this. This is very bizarre, but it's another stack, and I don't know with two. So I'll take Kirk with Hawk, and then they have different bye weeks, so I'm actually fine with it.
That's solid injury insurance there.
Yeah.
You got stacks on stacks now.
I do. Love that. It gets really gross, actually. Jeez.
All right, I'm up.
Steph, how was the expo?
Team.
It was fun. It was a good time. It was funny watching Des play
against normal humans.
Well, he played quarterback, which was smart, so that he didn't obviously. I mean, there would have been like torn ACLs all over the field if like he didn't play quarterback. So it was a good time though.
Yeah, I heard it rained a lot.
It did. It stormed like crazy. The first night I was absolutely drenched. Like I was talking to Kramer. We're just standing there in the rain, like having a drink. I'm like, I think we should. It's kind of getting bad out right now. Like I think we need to go like undercover. We're like sitting. Literally, there's just rain coming down our face. It was ridiculous. Hair was soaking wet. I'm back up again. All these people are on auto drafting now.
Yeah, they're like, we're out of here. This is not fun anymore.
Oh shit! I kind of need it. I'm gonna take Warren here.
All right, what do we have?
Bunch of auto drafts and then Munaf.
Oh, almost done. I've got to do kicker, defense.
I need a backup quarterback, so I'll just go Carr, and then we have what, defense and
a kicker
left.
This team is kind of off brand for me, but that's all right. Titus, what do you have left to draft?
Oh man, let me see here.
Kicker and
I need a kicker, a defense. Yeah, it's probably best I go that direction now. I think it might be time. I'm trying to get people. My one home league, I've at least got them to migrate from kickers and defense, but I feel like I can only do it so much.
Yeah,
I just hate defense and kicker now. Like it's just why.
Yeah. I posed the same question in my fantasy league with my friends to get rid of the defense position and or kicker, and they're like, nah.
Yeah, would you rather have like more running backs and wide receivers? I don't know.
The tradition of it. It's like the tradition. The same thing in my long time leagues. They won't change.
Nice pick with Baltimore there. Yeah, I'd rather throw in like another tight end or something than have in there. Yeah. Do you do dynasty, Titus, too?
Yeah, I definitely got some dynasty teams. I feel like the pandemic got me into way too many dynasty. I was in like 15.
How did that happen, right? I'm in like 10 still, and I tried to get rid of them. Yeah,
I was just steadily just decreasing my portfolio over time. I'm like, all right, I put in 3 years, y'all. Like, I'm out. Like, it's been real. I did my best. I tried. I swear. But yeah, I just don't have the attention span for it anymore.
No,
it's so stockbroker of you to call it a portfolio.
It's
Munaf up. You just
took Miami's defense.
Okay.
Brock Purdy.
Steph's on the clock.
I got him in a super flex yesterday, a super flex mock, and didn't feel great about it.
I took him as my backup QB just because I feel like if he ends up being the starter, that's a decent backup.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it New Orleans because the beginning of their schedule is easy. So I will probably. Well, this isn't a real draft.
That's a good call. NFC South. I like that call.
All right, I gotta go kicker and defense right now. So
Let's see what the Bucks actually look like this year.
The what?
Baker Mayfield, the Bucks, Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. Like how?
I'm out on them.
Dude, that just does not seem like a viable option at quarterback.
And their O-line is gonna have some issues, I think, a little bit. And we know how Baker is. Like the second he has any pressure, it's gonna be a disaster. And then those vets. The vets are going to get pissed. It's going to be an absolute shit show there. Like I have never bet something faster than their win total under. I just foresee it being a disaster.
So who's going to finish as the worst team in the league this year?
The Raiders.
Oh,
really?
I like that.
The Raiders. That's
the Raiders. I'm so happy you didn't say Cardinals.
I was being respectable of your feelings.
Nice to you.
Otherwise, if you weren't here, definitely would have been the Cardinals.
This is my first draft. Oh no, he's still there. This is my first draft without a Giants player, so I will take Graham Gano just to. I feel whole.
That's why I took Prater.
Oh man. Last pick. I'm gonna go Cardinals if this guy doesn't snipe me. Let's see.
Cardinals defense?
Heck no.
No.
Rondell Moore.
Oh, I like that.
There you go.
I think he's gonna be solid, man.
Nice.
Draft complete. We want to go over the teams.
Yeah. Titus, want to run through your team quick?
Yeah. Batting in the 12th spot. Apparently, Yahoo thinks I drafted a shit team as I'm projected to finish 11th in the league. But I got who's on my squad? Josh Allen, AJ Brown, Stephon Diggs, Alexander Madison, Dalvin Cook. That's a sus RB2. Darren Waller, love that. Calvin Ridley in the flex. Jordan Addison, Zach Charbonnet, Zay Flowers, Elijah Mitchell. Nice little backup. Tank Bigsby, Rondell Moore. With my Jake Elliott Eagle pick and Baltimore defense to anchor the squad.
How do you feel about it?
I feel great about my first, maybe four, probably 4 or 5 rounds. I felt really good, and then I think it kind of got away from me when I think I went a little bit too wide receiver centric, and I got stuck with Alexander Madison as my RB1, which I don't feel great about.
Yeah, I did a similar situation, but. You took
Munaf. You want to be up? Oh, next. Sorry.
Go ahead. You got it, Munaf. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I got Joe Burrow, DK Metcalf, Drake London, Tony Pollard, Damian Pierce, Travis Kelce, Rashad White, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Rashad Penny, Nico Collins, Dalton Kincaid, Jeff Wilson Jr., and then Miami and Brandon McManus as my kicker.
A little bit sneaky there. How do you feel about it?
I like it. I like the insurance at the quarterback position with Derek Carr, especially like you mentioned, with their easy schedule to start for the Saints. Yeah. If anything, it is significant with Joe Burrow. Wide receivers, not in love with, but I think Travis Kelce provides some good protection there. And then my running backs, I think I have some great upside with Tony Pollard, Damian Pierce, and Rashad White as well. So, yeah, I don't hate it.
That's awesome. What about you, Ryan?
I have Trevor Lawrence, Jamar Chase, Waddle, Najee Harris, Dobbins, Chiggy, Kenneth Walker, Chris Godwin, Antonio Gibson, Swift, Rashad Bateman, Ezekiel Elliott, Brock Purdy, and Matt Prater and New England's defense. I feel good. I don't have a backup tight end because I forgot, but I do like Chig. I feel real good about my wide receiver depth there. I like Gibson where I got him, mainly because Steph and Sam were talking yesterday on the pod about how he's been really overlooked. I like Swift there. Speaking of Dynasty, I had gotten him in his rookie season. I do think they're going to be lining him up all over the place. So if this is a full PPR or half PPR league, I like him to catch a lot of passes.
That's fair. I actually really like your running backs. I think that there's a lot of upside even with the guys at the bottom there and taking Dobbins. I'll go through mine quick before I ask you guys one more question and let you get out of here. This is so off brand. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. I have Tua, Tyreek, Garrett Wilson, Gibbs, Cook, Hawkinson, Ayuk, Gano, Saints D, Hollywood, Gainwell. What a stupid pick. Sutton, Sky Moore, Kirk Cousins, and Warren. I don't hate it. I like the quarterback situation that I put myself into just a little bit, kind of like Munaf, some insurance for an injury there. But
your RBs are nasty though.
Yeah, it's not horrible. Yeah. I don't hate it. It's the least amount of Giants. I think I've taken Waller in every draft that I've done in like the past 2 weeks, which is going to bite me in the butt for sure. Before I let you guys get out of here, why don't you give me one sleeper for this year that people should look out for?
I'm gonna be a homer. I'm gonna go Nico Collins, man. I think that last season the Texans' top 3 receivers that led the team in yardage are no longer on this roster, and they're expecting Nico Collins to take that first step to be that wide receiver 1 with CJ Stroud. I think definitely can be a 1,000-yard receiver. He's going to get the touchdowns as well. There's been a lot of buzz around him at training camp as well, so I think that he's primed to have a big year. Not only fantasy wise, but again, if you're a player prop better, look out for him as well.
Love it. What about you?
Yeah, I'd probably go with Zay Flowers, mainly because for everything I've read about the way the Baltimore Ravens are looking to utilize Lamar Jackson this year is completely different than the past. Less run heavy, more spread out like he was at Louisville. So if I'm just looking at healthy bodies, Odell Beckham doesn't really check that box. Rashad Bateman just got off the PUP list, so who knows how long it'll take him to get up there. And I think Mark Andrews probably takes a step back, being that he's not going to be a traditional tight end as much as he was utilized before. So Zay Flowers has been raving in camp, and I think that's a very cheap wide receiver that you can get that has some upside to actually well exceed his ADP, but then also wind up being like a wide receiver 2 should anyone else get hurt.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys heard it. Zay Flowers, Nico Collins. I appreciate you guys for coming on. Quickly before you get out, just let people know where they can find you because we didn't have your handles on the screen there.
Yeah, find me on X. People like to call it. I still call it Twitter, but find me on X at SportsNerd824, and then all over the Sports Gambling Podcast Network.
Yeah, and I'm at Dan Titus, and articles, Yahoo. Just find me there on X, as Munaf said.
Love it.
It sounds so weird, man. Find me on X.
Weird. It sounds kind of dirty too. I don't know.
It sounds very dirty.
Yeah.
I still refer to it as Twitter, so you're not alone, Dan.
Still Twitter. It's going to be free Twitter. If you guys are in the draft later, it sounds like I'm actually going to be streaming again in a little bit here, but I appreciate you guys for coming on. I will see you guys in an hour to draft again.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
See ya.
See you guys.
All right, see you, Munaf and Dan. I'm going to take you guys out. And all right, Steph. All right, we had some technical difficulties, but great. I think it was really fun. We had a lot of people in the chat watching still. Yeah,
it sounds like we'll be running it back in an hour here, though, but that's all right. I'll make it up to everyone for the technical difficulties. Yahoo has to figure out a way to make some private mocks and let you adjust times and stuff. I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know what's up with that either. Okay, so we'll get out of here. Steph will be back soon. And thanks to everybody for watching.
All right, see you guys in an hour.
Stephie Smalls is the killer.